Now, there's no question that South Africa needs more growing businesses that can become industrialist operations to also contribute to economic growth and create jobs. Business reporter Ntokozo Khumalo is at the BRICS Business Council Trade Fair and joins us now. Ntokozo, what are you eating now?
Hi, Dantla. Well, I'm about to get into some crackers and chili. It has been a long day and just about to be lunchtime. But just sticking to what you're saying around the growth of black industrialists in South Africa. Of course, localization has been a big topic of conversation, but also getting businesses over the line from being a growing business to being an industrialized business that really contributes to the economy as well as job creation. And I am now joined by some entrepreneurs that are doing exactly that. It's Phumzile and Terence Leluma, who is of Makhamisa. Talk us through this brand and really your journey of starting this business and getting to the point that you are now.
Good afternoon to all the viewers of Newzroom Afrika. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk about Makhamisa Foods. Makhamisa Foods is actually a brand that was coined by myself and my wife next to me here, Phumzile, Leluma. Makhamisa means a mouth gasp reaction due to spiciness. As you're about to taste our relish, one of our famous relish here, you'll actually go through the same experience. So hence the name Makhamisa Foods. We are one of the black industrialists under the banner of the DTIC and the IDC Agro-Processing SBU. Put together those resources to assist us to get into the mainstream economy after a 2-year experience of incubation at the Innovation Hub. The Innovation Hub is a subsidiary of the Gauteng Growth Development Agency, which deals with the market access and market development for Gauteng-based enterprises. So we are based in Sebenza, Edenvale. We are 100% black-owned and 26% women-owned. She's the only shareholder.
The rose amongst all the thorns.
Absolutely.
Yes, and Phumzile, just talking about that rose amongst the thorns, it is a family business, you and hubby growing it together. Talk us through some of the obstacles there, because I've worked with hubby and it's not the easiest thing to do. So talk us through just growing a family-owned business, being able to work together and really scale it to where you've been able to let it get to now.
You know, thank you so much. I think it's been easier than normal businesses to work with him. Yes, he's very demanding, I must add. But, you know, he's a type of person that gives, and that he actually has come full circle in terms of us working together, because we were bootstrapping before we actually had a factory in Sebenza. So, you know, he negotiates big deals. I'm an interface type of a person where, you know, I sell units and all of that. You know, I'd be the one at the stalls most of the time when he negotiates all those deals. So I think the synergy between us is great because we understand where we are. He understands his role, I do as well, so it's seamless when we work.
So really carrying on that spirit of the BRICS summits of collaboration and working together. Terence, just coming back to you, talk us through then that access to market. That's a huge issue for a lot of businesses looking for that access to market. How have you been kind of navigating that space to get your products out there, to get them in the retailers, to get them in markets outside of South Africa? It certainly can be a lonely journey. How are you navigating that?
Oh, certainly. I think touching on the issue of access to market, it's quite a huge challenge, not only for us as a business, but for most black enterprises under this roof. And hence the presentation of the BRICS opportunity to us as black entrepreneurs in particular. And we see this as a critical key to getting into that global competitiveness, which we all aspire. And there's this notion that blacks are lazy. We are not. We built this economy ourselves. We know that. Therefore, I'll talk also about compliance. We understood what we are up against from before we even registered this business. The requirements in terms of food safety standards, the affiliation with the likes of kosher, halal and stuff like that, the food safety standard 22,000, which has got the ISO in it, and the HACCP. Those things we paid attention to and then prepared in advance, so that when we then said we are ready to approach the likes of Checkers, ShopRite, your Pick and Pays, your OBCs, your Spar, your Massmart and all of those, we were ready, having all the necessary documentation to make our case. And indeed we were successful. We are now available nationally at ShopRite. Particularly we're listed with Checkers, and then we're also listed with Pick and Pay. With Pick and Pay we used to do, we're currently doing individual stores within Gauteng, mainly corporate stores. And because we are resilient, we kept on pushing under the challenges of COVID and post-COVID. We still felt the pressures that were brought about by COVID and its impact. However, we are fortunate to have been invited by Pick and Pay to say, we feel like you are now ready. You fit in our strategy. They recently actually separated the Pick and Pay brand with QualiSave. And we're going to be available in all QualiSave stores. And then we're going to go through the distribution center, the DC, which is quite massive for us. It means out of those 2,400, 2,500 Pick and Pay stores, if we are able to do even 20-30% of those, I mean, it's quite significant in terms of our cash flow and our sustainability. And thanks to everyone here in terms of where we are today. I want to talk about that. The DTIC, the IDC, the GGDA, all the organizers, the BRICS, the Business Council, for giving us the opportunity to present our case here and say we are ready for global markets. We are ready to trade with our BRICS counterparts. And then it couldn't have happened at the right time where the geopolitical dynamics are changing. And then South Africa is leading the agenda at the back of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement to say we cannot grow alone without our African brothers and sisters.
Absolutely. Terence, thank you so much. Terence Phumzile, Leluma, of course, were the co-founders of Makhamisa Foods, talking us through the journey to industrialization and really how a local business can take on those international markets. And Ntantla really highlighting the importance of being prepared for those opportunities before the opportunities even knock on your door. So ensuring that you following that compliance, all your documentations are in order, and that you know your business in and out to be able to expand your market share. Ntantla, it's back to you.